G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now today I am going to try the Fairy Flower with the Platinum 360 Plus. I'm going to see how it goes. I get a different effect from every different resin I use. So the Platinum 360 Plus does not like being poured very deep. It tends to flash cure. So I've got it on this little trivet, little cake cooling rack, just to get it off the ground so I can get some heat, some airflow underneath there to stop it from overheating. So that's what my plan is today anyway. So I'm going with Octopus Fluids inks. They're not alcohol inks, they're resin inks. Sweet cherry, jeans, and woodruff. So red, blue, and green. And we should get some purpley colour in there as well. Got my colours here. They are still transparent. That one's gorgeous, isn't it? Jeans. And I've made a little bit less of the green just because I think green may be a little bit overpowering. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour, instead of doing layers, I'm just going to pour all my colours into 1 cup. So with the Platinum 360 Plus, for this is my small rock edge mold, silicone mold, and it takes about 180 grams of mixed resin. Get all of that out. And then for my white, I'm using my Bloom pigment paste. So this one in here is quite opaque. I would call it opaque. And then this one here, same Bloom but more transparent, and I can feel that starting to warm up already. So, and then I'm going to have some black, little black crushed rock, I think they are. Now this, I'm just going to give it a bit of a swirl. Oh, I don't know, a bit of a swirl. All right, now we're just going to dump that in. I can't see any green. Oh, there's the green in the bottom. So anyway, we're just going to pour that in, and yeah, see what happens. It always looks really dark when it's in the mold, but hopefully it will look really pretty once the white has been added, because that really, you know, tones everything down. It's going to give it a bit of a bang there to hopefully release any bubbles that are sticking to the surface of the mold. A quick little torch. All right, so let's pour the white in. I have to move pretty quickly with the 360 Plus. Like I said, it flash cures, so it's ready to unmold in like an hour. So if you forget your glitter in the middle and you go back after half an hour, it'll be totally set in the middle. Takes a little bit longer to cure around the edges, but the middle will be set and cured in half an hour. Looks very purple. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty though. All right, so this is the piping bag in here. So I'm just going to do some dots. This doesn't feel warm at all, but because this is a deeper cup, it does feel a bit warmer. All right, move that out of the way for now. And I'll snip the top off that. It's probably about 4 millimeters wide, I guess. Hard to know exactly unless I get a tape measure out, little ruler. Okay, here we go. Let's start with our drops. And as I lower my hand, I'm just squeezing with my thumb a little bit just to get a good size drop out. And around we go. I am waiting for another resin to come from Platinum. It's called Super Clear. Now I've done the Fairy Flower with the Ultra Clear, which worked really well. I just had to wait like about 20 minutes for it to warm up because it's a very thin, like a low viscosity resin. So I just had to wait for it to warm up and thicken up a bit. And the Super Clear is similar to the Ultra Clear, but it's a little bit thicker. So I'm waiting for that to arrive, and then we can see if it's any different. I do find with the thinner resins, the drops just kind of sink straight away. Whereas with the thicker resins, like the Art Pro, the Ultracast, the 360 Plus, by the looks of it, you can see that those drops are spreading. They're not sinking. They are sort of spreading onto the surface, which is nice. And I am going to go right into the middle because I don't want a big white blob in the middle. All right, I'm going to wind that up a bit, and we're going to go around the outside. It is looking very purple. Can't even see my green. Hopefully it's on the other side. It's going between each of those little drops there that have started to spread. I will link my small rock edge silicone mold for you down in the description if you want it, and I will also link Resin Courses website from where I learned how to do this if you want to do the course, and there's also a coupon code for you if you want to do the course and save a little bit of money. I did the course so that I didn't have to waste resin doing it 10 times before I got it right. I still did have to do it a few times before I got it right because, you know, I'm using different products to what they use. But yeah, you can. I got onto WhatsApp and, you know, chatted with Micah if I had an issue and I wanted some help. So she was very helpful. I don't know if I'm doing too many dots or not, but all right, I want to do another little row around the outside because I can see I've got some room there. It's all spreading. Because I've still got some white left in my little bag. You don't have to use it all. But if it's spreading nicely, then I might as well add a bit more, I think. Anywhere I've got a little dark spot. How's that? That looks pretty closed up. Everything looks pretty closed up, doesn't it? I don't think there's anything left. Nothing left to add. Not much. I think that's pretty much it. She says as she adds more. All right, that'll do. It's got a tiny bit left. All right, now give that a quick torch. And we're going to add this clear, it's basically clear, very, very light amount of white in there. And we're just going to throw it in. Find the middle and dump as fast as you can. You really want it to push everything out so that it can come back in again. Oops, I haven't stirred it all that well. I can see some stringy bits on the side of the cup. All right, so that's basically it. Now I'm just going to wait until that closes up. Well, hopefully it'll close up. Wait for it to close up, and then I'm going to add my glitter. It's going to give it a little bit of heat because it's really cold in my studio. It's only 19 degrees. Another cold night overnight. I think it got down to 6 or 7 degrees Celsius. And the resin, being in the studio, you know, it gets so cold and it gets thick, you know, like honey. And it doesn't want to move. Whereas you people over in the States, you've got summer now, your resin's nice and thin sitting on the shelf and in its bottles. It's nice and thin and it wants to move. Mine doesn't. It's cold and sluggish. All right, let's see how that's going to look. And then I'll add some little black crystals. What you can do as well, and I don't know whether I need to do it, you can, you know, if worried about having a lot of white in the center, you can kind of like suck some out. I have done that before. I don't know if I need to. So I'm not sure what's going to go on in the middle there, but you can get a syringe and just go slurp. This one's working. Oh, yep, it's working. Slurp. Just take like 5 ml out. It's all white. And then, and then you just clean it. It's all spread because I had a little bit of alcohol on the end of my syringe. All right, we'll just leave it at that. I need to clean up my syringe. I reuse the syringes. I just have to pour some isopropyl into a little cup and then just kind of clean it like that. And then I can use it again. Oops, it's spraying onto that. So that's how I clean it. And now, because I had a little tiny drip of alcohol on the end of the syringe, it's gone. All colours have gone, but it'll be fine. It'll close over, I think. Let's get some more heat onto it. It's just that because I had that drop of alcohol on the end of the syringe that it's done that. Everything's moved out of the way, but I think it's only on the top. All right, let's add some of this. I'm going to take my gloves off so that I don't make a mess. I'm dripping black. This is just really fine. Don't know what it is. Little black crushed stones. Three, might do 4 little, like that, 4. It'll spread. It will spread. Can't really see where it's going. Come back this way. I want you to go into the center. Kind of give it a bit of a poke. Don't really know what it's doing under there. I can't see. Never mind. All right, so that's pretty much done. And now, just to make it look pretty, I'm just going to give it a swirl in the middle. Just to make it look pretty, but you don't need to. It's not doing anything. I didn't like go down deep or anything. It was just the top, just the surface. All right, that's it. And like I said, it's going to cure really quickly. So, yeah, I'll see you in a couple of hours and we'll unmold it. Okay, you guys, it has set. It set really fast. It was flash cured in the center in about half an hour, and then the edges just took a little bit longer. But with the 360 plus, yeah, you do need that air flow underneath it just to stop it from overheating any more than it already has. It's looking really good though. Like, yeah, I love the look of it. It looks more like a dragon flower on this side, I think. To me, it looks more like a dragon flower, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. I'm really not sure about this resin, if it, you know, will do a fairy flower. Oh, look, it matches my nails. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Oh, it's really pretty. Wow. It does look like a dragon flower though. It's on the back. It's all these puffy sections. Wow. It's so pretty actually. I really like it. It's very pastel-y. Got a little bit of purple there, bit of pink there, quite a lot of green. Probably needed to have a little bit less green. But we've got the purple edges. Love my black center. And it's in the center as well. Tiny little baby, little tiny, they look like feathers. Little tiny petals coming in. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm going to try that again. I'll take you around for a photo in a minute. There we go. Have a look at that. It's with some light shining on it. Looks really pretty. Look at those edges. I really like this mold. Rocky edges. They're not quite as shiny as the top because, you know, I made them with real rocks, so they weren't real shiny. But yeah, it just gives a nice contrast, I think. So there's our gorgeous little flower. Not a fairy flower, but a flower nonetheless. There we go. That's no bright lights on it at all. Not a fairy flower at all, no. But yeah, it's more like a dragon flower, isn't it? And with this one, I actually don't mind that white puffy center because it matches all the other big puffy petals. If it's just like one big white blob, it doesn't look all that nice. But when it's like that and it's got more puffiness to it, I think it looks really pretty. So hopefully you guys like it too. It's turned out really well. Created a new flower. Woo! Don't slide away. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again real soon for the next video. Okay. Take care, guys. Whoa, sliding away. Stay there. Stay there. I'm trying to get a nice background without my messy stuff in the background for you. But it wants to slide away. All right. See you all real soon for the next one. Love you all. Bye for now.